Hi guys, and welcome back for another pregnancy update. I was gonna try to film this on my big DSLR, but I'm having issues with it. Every time I go to record, it just like tells me that the movie has automatically stopped recording, and I just don't know what's going on. So it's a bummer because I really wanted to use that or start using it for sit-down videos just because the quality's better. So I'm 30 weeks and 6 days pregnant. I'll be 31 weeks tomorrow. I of course have my notes down as always, and I have lots of goodies to show you guys. I'm a little bit out of breath because I just went and grabbed this package from Ulta. I just needed like a few things. Like I got more of these Real Technique sponges. Love these for foundation when I do actually do my makeup. And I needed more foundation also. This is just the Born This Way by Too Faced. I'm in the shade Snow. More of the Body Shop body butter. I love this stuff. My skin has been so dang dry, and I've noticed it picked up a little bit more recently. So I love using this on just like my arms, my legs, my feet. I use something different for my belly. So because I spent $60, I got a bunch of free dry shampoo, and I'll have to like test them out, and then maybe whichever one is my favorite I'll put in my hospital bag. Basically, I'm just gonna start off where I left off, which is me being 27 weeks pregnant. So under my notes, I put that I gained 5 pounds that checkup, which I was really shocked, but we also went and had a very big breakfast right beforehand. So I don't know if that played into it. I'm sure it did, but I don't know, maybe my body just needed to gain some weight. So I've gained a total of 12 pounds so far. Baby's heartbeat looked great. It was in the 150s. It was a very quick appointment. I mean, they're really good to get us in and out, but my OB, as she was like listening to the heartbeat, the nurse or somebody came and was like, yeah, you need to go deliver a baby. And she's like, nobody even told me that like there was a baby here that needed to be delivered until now. So but that day we scheduled my glucose test as well as my Rogaine shot, and then I also went ahead and scheduled my last 7 appointments. For symptoms, I put down that I was always tired. I had a hard time falling asleep and staying asleep. I still have that issue. It's kind of a hit or miss, but I do have a hard time falling asleep, and then I just wake up a lot through the night, and I think it's just discomfort. But my legs felt weak, which they do still feel that way from time to time. I don't know if it's just because I don't get enough exercise. As you guys know, our whole car situation, it makes it a little bit hard for us to get out. So, you know, I'm not doing a whole ton of walking. I felt like everything, mainly just my belly just would feel so huge and stretched out by the end of the day that it hurt. It didn't matter if I was standing, if I was sitting, what position I was in, it just hurt. Hendrix and Kenny are always fighting over filling baby brother. Hendrix also talks about carrying him and giving him all the kisses. I was still craving those Twix ice cream bars. Those were so good to me. Ice water with all the freaking ice. I feel like for one, it cools me off, and 2, it keeps me from snacking, so I don't think it's like low iron or anything. Strawberries. Between Hendrix and I, we go through about a carton a day. So the last time we went grocery shopping, I think I picked up like 4 cartons, and it lasted us like 4 or 5 days. So that was basically it for 27 weeks. 28 weeks, there really wasn't too much. I had my little glucose test. If you guys don't know, it's just this little bottle. When I did this with Hendrix, I remember it being bright orange, and it was just awful. The taste isn't terrible, it's the texture for me. I was a little bit worried when taking my glucose test, just because for one, with Hendrix, I didn't have the best experience. I was 1 point off, so I had to do the 3-hour test. When I did the 3-hour test, I threw up the entire drink within minutes, and they still took my blood, and they're like, whatever, we'll just pass you. And this time around, I'm like, well, to where I'm having so many like sugar cravings, I feel like I might have it. I don't have symptoms of it. I mean, I don't know that there really is symptoms, but I feel like I'm like, you know, my sugar intake has been a little bit more this pregnancy than with Hendrix. I'm not even gonna lie, although I tried to watch how much sugar I was intaking, I did still enjoy having, you know, an ice cream bar every night, or, you know, going and getting a milkshake or whatever. Like I would still have it in moderation, but I was like, well, it's where I'm having it almost every day. I'm like, that can't be good. So yeah, had my glucose test. The lady that drew my blood, I absolutely love her. She does amazing with kids, first of all, because, you know, kids can kind of get freaked out by that stuff. But anytime that she goes to like take my blood, she explains to Hendrix like, you know, I went to school for very many years for this, so I am going to be very gentle with mom. She'll give him like the little band that goes around your arm, then she'll draw my blood, and then she'll give the vials to KyndalRicks, or at least one of them, and then together they'll, you know, tip it upside down, put it back up, tip it upside down, put it back up, and then she'll be like, look, do you see all the bubbles in mom's blood? That means she's healthy. He really enjoys being able to help with that, and he's always very good to use his manners, so she'll give him like a little bag of animal cookies. So I got my blood drawn for that, and then I went into our room so I could get my Rogan shot. That wasn't bad at all, it just goes in your hip. And that honestly was it for 28 weeks. I think my cravings were about the same. I didn't have any other symptoms. At 29 weeks, I got my results back. My glucose test came back normal, as well as my anemia levels, I believe is what it's called. I have my 32-week ultrasound coming up to still check for the placenta previa, I think is what it's called. I gained another pound, so my total weight gain is at 13 pounds. I don't remember what the actual like shot is called, but it's basically for whooping cough. That shot, like the shot itself doesn't hurt, but several like hours and days later it is super uncomfortable. Like I just had this like lump almost, like where you could tell where it was just sitting. And I felt like no matter how much I was moving my arm or like rubbing it out, it took a while. Symptoms, I have leaking boobs. This has only happened once, but by the time KyndalRicks goes to bed, Kenny and I will generally play like PlayStation together or something. That's just been our thing recently. So I don't even think I've told this to him because it's kind of embarrassing. We were sitting there playing our game and all I could feel was like dripping coming from my nipple. It was just running down my belly, and sure enough I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm leaking. I can't remember what pregnancy update I talked about this, but I remember talking about having a pain like right here in my belly. I was like, it's just this really small spot, but it's very, very, very tender when baby boy moves. That went away, and it'll occasionally come back, and I do honestly think it's just because he stays in one spot for too long, and then when he finally moves and then goes back over that spot, it's very tender. I had a few of you say it could be like something torn there or something along those lines, but I do honestly think it's just because he stays in one spot and then he moves and then goes to move back over that spot, and it hurts. I feel like the closer it gets to baby's arrival, the more excited KyndalRicks is getting. Their bond makes me so happy. The other day we were laying in bed and KyndalRicks was like, I love you, and I was like, well, I love you too, and he was like, no, brother. But as far as me being 30 weeks pregnant, I definitely feel the weight gain. Like I said, I've gained a total of 13 pounds, which I feel like is a good amount. I feel it in my face, I feel it in my thighs, my hips. My like jeans are getting too small. I went and picked up a few not maternity, but things to wear while I am pregnant, just to get me through these last few weeks. I'm actually wearing one of them. This one is from American Eagle. It's just a basic t-shirt, but it's so freaking light, and I just upped a size. So I mean, you guys probably can't really quite see it, but it's just a t-shirt. Like, it's nothing special. But they were on sale for like $14 or $16, so I got it in black. This one's just like a muted forest green almost. I really, really like it. I also got it in just this blue. Really pretty. It's different for me, so I just got a size medium. Like I said, I just upped a size. And the last place, of course, is pink blush. I have been wanting to get a few dresses. It's just like a midi dress, I guess. I don't know. But I'll leave the links for this stuff below. The one thing I do really appreciate about this dress is that it has like double lining, so I don't have to worry about like you seeing my underwear. That is something else, is I can fill him all the time. Like, I'm pretty sure, show you, let me stand up here again. I'm pretty sure that he has his back here, I mean his head down, back, and then legs, because I can just feel like little feet over here, kind of lower and around, and then I can generally feel like a really hard spot, so I'm assuming that's his butt, and then you can feel it go up. So I can just feel him all the time. I got that dress to go with that kimono that I showed you guys last time, which is back in stock. I couldn't find it last time, so I thought they only had plus sizes. So I don't know if they restocked or I just couldn't find it, but I will leave the link down below again for this. It's so pretty on, and I get so many compliments. I swore up and down that I would never buy a shirt that says like mom or mama on it, but I've been wanting just t-shirts. I'm home a lot. This one is definitely different for me. I didn't think I would actually pick it out, but it's something, again, I can wear after baby. But it is just like this mauve colored dress. I will have to, again, leave a link so you guys can see like the whole thing. But it's really pretty. It fits me well. It is a little on the sheer side, but I think if I find maybe like a really cute bralette, that would be cute under it. And then obviously just nude underwear. So that is pretty much it, I think, as far as maternity clothes that I'll be buying. Something else I've been working on is our registry, which I'm a little behind on. I never did a registry with KyndalRicks. I actually had a few of you ask to leave my registry down below, and I've been iffy because it's like, I appreciate the help and the thought, but like I don't want you guys to feel obligated or feel like I'm asking for handouts or anything of that assortment. Like I don't ever want to come across as that. So I mean, I figured since you guys asked, I will leave it down below. I need to probably go open like a PO box or something. I have to share with you guys the Target registry bag because I was so blown away by it. It is like this huge bag. It's really cute, actually. I don't know what exactly I would use it for, but still really cute, just like a reusable bag. And like I said, I never did this with my first pregnancy, so I was very impressed to see everything that came in here. So I mean, we've got like a full-sized Dr. Brown's bottle, some water wipes, which I'm super excited to try. We have some Honest diapers and wipes. There's like the little panda print and their giraffe print, super cute. I did use Honest diapers with KyndalRicks and I wasn't super crazy about them. I felt like they were a little more on like the stiff side. For Huggies, they have 3 size 1 diapers. I have some Pampers diapers and wipes that I can try. I think there's coupons in there as well. Baby Organics sample, as well as the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Massage Lotion. I feel like this is like the most common kind of lotion every pregnant woman uses. We also have some nursing pads as well as breast milk storage bags, little sample guide there, as well as a binky or a pacifier, whatever you would like to call it. This one's just like a gender neutral newborn pacifier by Ma'am. There's so much in here. There's a sample of Dreft, as well as a ton of samples of just like body washes. We have Baby Dove, we have Cetaphil, we've got Johnson's, this by Aveeno, as well as a Aquaphor sample and coupon, and buggy wipes. Buggy wipes are a lifesaver. I loved these with KyndalRicks. This is just a book of savings, so you get 50% off at Starbucks for a beverage. Definitely will be using that. $2 off nursing pads, 40% off nursing bras, tons of coupons for diapers, stuff for bottles like the Boone bottle drying rack. I have that on my registry and there's a $2 off coupon. As far as purchases go, this has been an absolute favorite these past week and a half, maybe, I think is about how long I've had it. But I saw that Honest came out with a line for moms, which I've never really used Honest products besides their diapers. I absolutely love this lotion. It's the Sweet Curves body lotion. It's unscented. I do wish it had a little bit of like some sort of scent. I don't know what, but it has like coconut and avocado oil in it. It doesn't irritate my belly. As much as I love my Lush like massage bar, I don't like how sticky it can be for like a daily use. So I like this. My skin soaks it up. It took away the ashiness on my belly, the itchy, and I think this is like the one trend I kind of fell into, and it is the letterboard. I think it'd be cute to use at the hospital, and then just milestones. I think it would also be really cute. I also grabbed a few muslin blankets because he is going to be a summer baby, so I use these a ton with KyndalRicks, just whether it be as a burp rag or just to lie him down on, to cover him. I do plan to go to Copper Pearl and get a few of their swaddles. They're actually having this huge warehouse sale here in Utah in a few days, so I'm going to try to go to that. If not, I'll just order them online. I think that honestly concludes this pregnancy update. I have I almost said anatomy scan, my ultrasound in like 5 or 6 days. I think 5. I'm going to try to vlog that day. That way you don't have to wait for a pregnancy update and we can hope for good news that I can have just a regular delivery and I don't have to have a C-section. I have nothing against them. I'm scared to have one, and if I don't need one, I'm not going to opt for it. I will leave off with a belly shot for you guys. I feel huge. This is what my belly looks like at 30 weeks and 6 days. Baby boy number 2. I don't see any new stretch marks still. I've noticed these ones up here kind of get to be pretty tender, and you can tell they just feel stretched out a little bit more, so I expect those to get a little darker or a little worse. Fine with that though. And then still that one. Like I said, it is all baby too. That's all you can feel. It's just him. It's very tight. It's very hard. I can feel a foot or something right here right now. He loves to kick my hip. But that is it for my pregnancy update this week. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you soon.